Well, speaking of that, Star, what song you got for us this time?
Tell him about it there, my
We'll
friend.
do a song called One Morning in May. May have heard. One morning, one morning, one morning in May, I spied a young couple, they were making their way. One was a maiden, so bright as a fair, the other soldier and a brave volunteer. Good morning, good morning, good morning, said he. Where are you going, my pretty lady? I'm going out walking on the banks of the sea to see the waters glide and hear the nightingale sing. They had not been standing but a minute or two when out of his knapsack a fiddle he drew, and the tune that he played made the valleys all ring. Oh, heart, cried the maiden, hear the nightingale sing. Oh, maiden, fair maiden, 'tis time to give o'er. Oh, no, kind soldier, please play one tune more. I'd rather hear your fiddle at the touch of one string than see the waters glide and hear the nightingale sing. Soldier, kind soldier, will you marry me? Oh, no, pretty maiden, that never shall be. Have a wife down in London and children twice three. 2 wives and the army's too many for me. I'll go back to London and stay for a year. It's often I think of you, my little dear. If ever I return, it'll be in the spring to see the waters glide and hear the nightingale sing.
All right, Terry Baucom's Dukes of Drive live here in Studio B. I'm standing right here, got a live show right in front of me, and if you think you dig that, well, make plans to be with us on January 14th. It's a Saturday night down here at the Foundation Performing Arts Center here at Isothermal Community College, and you can just like me be right here in front of them and hear them play live. Yeah, and as Cindy mentioned earlier, Darren and Brooke Aldridge, our good friends, are going to be here, as is Backline from just over the hill here in South Carolina. You know, I think I got to witness the first time that Darren and Brooke and Backline got to play together, and that was last year at our engineer, our genius here, Sean Rubin, at his birthday. He had a birthday party, and those folks played, you know, and I don't think it was planned, but it turned out, Backline and Darren and Brooke there were kind enough to get up and play some songs for us together, and I think it was.
Wow, Sean, they must think you're pretty special. Well, we do too.
Oh, he's special, all right.
We do too. For him joining us here, as hard as he's worked this week, we appreciate it.
He has, and I got to give him props. I mean, he did a couple Studio B sessions with me this week. We had Melissa Carper and Becky Buller in here. Then all day and all night yesterday, he's up at Warren Haynes Pre-Jam in Asheville, and with us here today and awake.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, sort of.
He's almost awake, and he's doing an excellent job. And we're already looking forward to working with him January 14th because, he's a pro. We like working with the pros that know what they're doing, and they're not mean to you. Sometimes they get stressed and they're mean to you.
That's true.
And Sean's not mean to us, so we like that.
Yeah, see, you and I as radio hosts, we're never mean to anybody,
No,
are we?
sirree. Not at all.
Not never. Never say never. All right, Terry Baucom's Dukes of Drive, and the Duchess Cindy here with us. I like to call her that, and it usually makes her laugh. But
Okay, I'll laugh. I missed my cue. Sorry there, Joe.
Oh, well,
Duchess.
we can't do
You know,
them.
Rhonda's the queen, Bauc's the duke, I'm the Duchess, and then we have the Earls of Leicester. All this royalty. No, I'm just kidding.
And there hasn't been a king since Jimmy Martin died,
Well,
has
there
there?
you go. He was the king, that's for sure. That is for sure.
I don't know who would be the king today, but
There's a lot of kings out there.
Sure.
Well, they called Jim Lauderdale the king of broken hearts.
That's right.
So, that's...
well, Jim's got like 50 nicknames. It's all.
yeah, people call him all kinds of things, but you know, Bauc is just so happy to have all these guys in the band, and the cool thing about every one of the Dukes, they came up listening to the bands he was part of, and they just really feel and hear and play the music the same way that he does, and it's just such a good chemistry, and we love that, and we love these guys. And whenever we were first getting introduced to Will Clark, someone told us, they said, he sings like Bauc plays, and that's what we have discovered
that's
over
true.
the years.
I'll
you
take
know,
that.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yes, sir.
it's the drive he's known for and his playing style, and you certainly have a drive in your singing.
Well, thank you.
And he reminds me of a younger Darren Nicholson standing up there. You know, he's got a big presence, big voice, you know, and everything. And so that's a compliment for sure. I mean,
Thank you.
And I know that you've played We're All Crazy by Dave Adkins quite a bit here on the show, and it's Will doing that tenor with Dave on that because
Wow.
previously, you know, that's where he was
Yeah.
working before coming to play with Bauc, and then I know you also play a lot of the Edgar Loudermilk Band, and Clint has experience with Edgar, and Joe's just played with a bunch of people in the business, Lou Reed and Carolina among them, and been here with Bauc for
9 years.
Yeah,
I was gonna
9
say.
years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On tenure.
Yeah.
Has it been
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
long?
I'm applying for the pension plan.
Good luck with that.
I know. Started with 2 million, now I'm down to 1.
oh man, oh well. It's great to have y'all all here. Bauc, I know you also learned to play the fiddle when you were coming along. Do you still pick it up at all?
I do not.
Not at all.
You don't go off of it for years and years and years and come back. You sold with what you started with because it's going to get terrible.
No, right.
But I got one to put it out, and man, I put my hand on it, and it wouldn't move. It didn't know which way to go. It didn't know which string. Now, unlike One Morning in May, the touch of one string killed everybody. You know?
Oh me, did it get hot in here? Whew. This room's usually freezing.
This is what we go through on the road all the time. Talk stories.
Never a dull moment, right?
Yeah, they
Never
keep
a
little
dull
notebooks. They keep little notebooks so they can write down the Bauc quotes and share them amongst themselves from time to time when they need a laugh.
Well, you know that's memoirs. A career like Bauc's, you got those memoirs. I know you got a bunch of thoughts. You could just put it all together and sell a book
Yeah,
if you wanted to.
I think that would be good to have that down. Then you would say, whose stuff is this?
He does have a lot of cool stories, though. You know, going all the way back. A lot of people don't know that Vince Gill was a member of Boone Creek when he was 17.
Yeah.
For a time, you know, and then just to, I'm proud. Bauc won't brag on himself, but I'm proud when you hear a whole generation of young banjo players playing that style of banjo because of the groundbreaking groups that he was lucky enough to be a part of, you know, from the onset, like Boone Creek, Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver, Third Time Out.
Yeah.
Lou Reed, Terry Baucom in Carolina. And so he was in a good place to make an impact because the music was getting out there so. And he traveled so much with those bands, playing a lot of festivals and shows. So I know he's really honored when he hears young players who play his style or a style similar.
Do a Baucom lick or imitate your
Exactly.
style. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's certainly a compliment. I mean, it's
Yeah.
some guys might get a little twisted up about that. Oh man, he's stealing my stuff, but no, they're emulating you and then they're honoring you by doing that. I feel, and I bet you feel the same way.
Yeah, just tell them it's your way, not their way.
What I think is cool is you go play with some jam sessions with these young kids, and you hear it, but you cannot escape a jam session without doing something that Terry's been a major part of.
Mm-hmm.
And
That
I
goes
think
back to what Joe's saying. I call your name. Everybody in the world does that. I seen video of what's the thing in Nashville.
Spigma.
Yeah, that's good. And everybody was doing that song. It just kept going, and you keep hearing it over here and over here, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, or the jams at the Galax Fiddlers Convention
Yeah.
or
It's
around
the standard
IBMA.
now. I mean, just
Oh, yeah.
get in B and do you Lou Reed
Yeah.
licks.
But it's fun to be walking around with Bach and hear somebody playing one of his tunes, and then he walks right up behind him and listens. And but it is a compliment, and to have been able to be in the kinds of bands that he has over the years, and then bring it forward now, and for the last 10 years having a band of his own and finding these players who get along so well on and off the stage. And like I say, they hear and feel and present the music in the same style, and it makes it a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, when you're the founding member of Carolina, founding member of Third Time Out, and you and played in Quicksilver, the original Quicksilver band with Doyle, and you're a banjo player, it's going to be difficult not
And there's
to
some
not
good
to
ones
pick
out
up.
there, the young guys.
Oh yeah,
I've been
but they
seeing them
learn
walk around a lot,
from all
these
that.
guys.
Yeah.
And you can sure tell where they've been listening to, but like Russ Carson, he's got that number 2 song, was it? Or
The Bugle Call Rag.
Yeah.
Bugle Call Rock. Man, he smoked that.
Yes, he did.
That's as good as you're going to play it on this side of Crow, so that's a compliment there, too.
Or this side of Baucom.
But he's a good one.
Yes, sir.